Okay, real quick, I just want to talk about a couple of groups that I really like, just to kind of give them some kudos. I'm not going to talk about the ones I don't like, all right, because I'm not going to bash anyone in a public domain. I just don't think that's cool. I wouldn't want them to do it to me, so I'm certainly not going to do it to them. But I will talk about the ones that I do like. Um, Now, if I don't talk, if one of these two isn't one that you like, it doesn't mean I don't like that one. I'm just going to focus on the two that I really like the most. Um, the first one is the Foreman Brothers. I love the Foreman Brothers. That is what happens during a real haunting. Okay, um, it's not things flying off the wall and the house shaking and the earth opening up, and it's not. It's what really happens. It's what happens around here. It's very subtle. Some knocks, some taps, some disembodied voices. Um, the only difference is I don't use all the fancy equipment that they use. I have two or three cell phones that I use, and a couple of free apps, and that's all I use. Um, but I really like their authenticity. They're humble. They're very respectful to their clients. I really like them a lot. So the next one that I like, but I do have some complaints about him, but I'm not saying that he's fake. Not 100%. I still like him, and I still watch him so that maybe I can learn something about what's going on in his house, is the Ghost of Carmel, Maine. Now, at some point, somebody got to Kent. If you remember, he started bringing in a lot of investigators, and he started having more and more people around his house more often. And what happened to me was I got a message on Messenger, and the guy said, "Look, I can guarantee you 100,000 subs by the end of the week, but you're going to have to fake some stuff." And I blocked him right away. I don't have to fake anything. All right, if people aren't entertained by what they're seeing, fine, they're not entertained. But this is what happens during a real haunting, and I'm not going to fake anything. I don't have to. But I think they got to Kent, maybe not that same group that messaged me, but a group like that messaged Kent, and I think he thought they were going to help him, and they didn't. Okay, because the shadow thing, the shadow dude on his, I'm sorry, I just don't buy it. I don't believe that. They're not that prevalent, and they're not that blatant. Okay, shadow figures. I have a picture of a shadow figure that was behind my open door, peeking out at me while I was in bed, and you can see that on a video down the Shadow Man. You can see a video of that where I talk about that picture. Um, so they also say that he's using suggestive text, where he says, "Listen, there's an EVP," and he puts the text of the EVP up on the screen. And man, I've listened as hard as I can. I just don't hear it. And other people have said that they listen to it and they don't hear it either. And their hearing is a lot better than mine. So, but I do think that some of the stuff that he's showcasing is real. The disembodied voices, the EVPs, um, just the shadow thing. I just don't think it's real. I think those people got to him and talked him into that, and it was a bad move. He shouldn't have done it. So if he would get rid of all that stuff and go back to the way his channel was when he first started it, he'd be a lot better off. There's been some YouTube channels, like the guy that wears the mask, that's been trying to debunk his stuff, and he's having a hard time doing it. But the shadow dude was pretty easily debunked, as far as I'm concerned. But for the rest of the stuff that is real, they can't do it. So, but they're trying. They're trying hard. So I do like him. I like the Ghost of Carmel, Maine, and I do like the Foreman Brothers. As for the rest of them that I haven't mentioned, if you like them, that's great. But a lot of them, I just ain't buying it. I'll talk to you later.